Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I'm Rowsell, and it's once again time to crash guns with another top 5 video. This one's going to be a little bit special because it's something I feel like I haven't went into a lot of depth with on this channel, and it's something I do enjoy. I've actually played a handful of the games I'm going to be talking about today, especially one very special one at the end. No spoilers or anything. But if you guys didn't know, it's not as popular as it used to be. It still has little nicks and crannies of it. There was a series about taking physical figurines and using them in a video game. So you would collect stuff in real life and then use them in your video game, which is really cool. Amiibos are probably the most popular one. Almost every single person knows about Nintendo Amiibos. You can use them in all of your current and old Nintendo games, from like the Wii U all the way up to the Switch. I say that like there's more, well, there's the new 3DS and that little thing you can get with it. But there's so many of these games out there and so many different franchises and all that, and of course there's some really popular ones, but there are some that are near and dear to my heart. So today, I'm going to discuss something I don't think I've ever talked about before, my top 5 Toys to Life games. So as I mentioned, a Toys to Life game is where you buy a physical product and you can play with it in the game. It's literally like this little figurine you can put onto this thing that comes with it and use it in-game. And that's what I'm going to be going with. So everything I talk about today, the only way to play these games is to use these actual physical figurines. So this isn't something where you can buy the game, but then you can, just play it, whatever. Now, for number 5, it'll be a little bit of an exception. You'll understand why when I describe it, because there is kind of a couple aspects to it. But overall, the biggest thing is there's no way you can actually play these games unless you have these figurines. So that's my only real segue about it. And I also want to give a big shout out to a pirate game, Captain Redbeard. One of the first ever Toys to Life game. If you guys didn't know that, when I was researching games, I found that one out. So if you want to go check out that one, that's very old, but is enjoyable anyways. So ladies and gentlemen, let's waste no more time and hop right in to number 5. You think the newest game that tried to restore people's love for Toys to Life games would get higher on the list, but the fact that you don't even need to buy the actual toys to get the full experience is heartbreaking. If I can go to an online store and download a deluxe edition of a game without having to buy a single toy in real life, that defeats the purpose of Toys to Life and the collecting aspect of the figures. They even had an exclusive figure with Nintendo games with Star Fox in the R-Wing, yet we could still buy the digital version of the Switch store and get that character and ship. It's the reason this game didn't do well, and that's the main reason. Even though this game gets so much flack from the Animal Crossing community, this game is insanely fun and gave you a reason to buy all those figures for clearance at GameStop for $5 a figure. They go for so much now since Animal Crossing New Horizons has been released, so it's totally worth getting them right away and playing the actual game they originated from. They also released amiibo cards, which is a great concept for any kind of Toys to Life game. However, that doesn't make it a toy. Whatever though, as you can play a more laid-back Mario Party that most people think is the reason the Wii U didn't do as well as it should have. They might not be truly wrong, no matter how much I want to deny it. Even though I hated how Disney Infinity forced you to play as characters in a world they came from and nobody else, that is the aspect of Toys to Life in a nutshell. I would have loved to have Mr. Incredible running around Pirates of the Caribbean, but it made sense to collect every character from each world. So many Disney characters were introduced along with Star Wars and Marvel once they were bought by Disney, giving you so many worlds and choices to play as throughout their time. With 3 games in the series, they had a ton of opportunities to improve on the game, but since it doesn't exist anymore, there is a reason why it's here on the list. It's the first thing I said. That's the main reason why. Now this is the game you want to play to have a blast with a huge variety of characters from so many different franchises. LEGO Dimensions had a main story that focuses on Batman, Wildstar from the Lego Movie, and Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings, fighting enemies from all kinds of franchises, but the coolest thing was getting characters from shows like Adventure Time, Ninjago, and even Doctor Who, which you get to build in-game and in real life, along with adventure packs which had extra things to build that add to the story of the adventure pack, but the fact you can switch to any character at any time to finish the level is perfect. It gives you a reason to collect every character and get every bonus item with the characters too. It's legit endless fun. But how come it isn't number 1? Well, number 1 should be obvious. Number 1 is probably the greatest game series to ever exist. Without this game, all other Toys to Life games would never do as well as they do. Number 1 is Ellies Enchanted Garden for $19.99 for the PC. This game gives you a handful of figures to sing and dance to in the garden with a few activities like jump rope and hide and seek. The detail of these figures with the 3 different levels involved in the game make the replay value huge and makes you want to keep playing to give every character a fair chance. Also, if you don't main bingo and play as Lily instead, don't at me, because you're wrong. And that does it for my top 5. Ellies Enchanted Garden. I have so many vivid memories with that game growing up. There's no other Toys to Life game out there that has affected me so much in my entire life than Ellies Enchanted Garden. I feel like I could do multiple hours with multiple videos of that on the channel. I could talk about it for like 8 years straight. I even feel like I could sit down and do an hour-long video discussing Ellies Enchanted Garden. I'm so excited about it. I want to collect all the figures. I'm only missing maybe like a couple variants and stuff. Did I say Ellies Enchanted Garden? I meant Skylanders. Happy April Fool's Day. Hey, if you didn't realize today is April 1st and I wanted to prank you guys with a little prank. I thought this one might actually work because it was a normal Saturday. It's a normal video. You're just like top 5 Toys for Life. You're like, he's going to do Skylanders is number 1. I even hype it up, you know? So I hope I got you with this one. I think this one was a pretty good April Fool's video. If I got you, let me know in the comments below. But Ellies Enchanted Garden, though, not bad. I actually looked at a video of it, the little cute little figurines. It literally was one of the first ever Toys to Life games, so I thought I wanted to have something very obscure as number 1, but Ellies Enchanted Garden. Shout out to Ellies Enchanted Garden. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you're not too upset. Obviously, Skylanders is the number 1 Toys to Life game. Come on now. But every other game on this list, besides for maybe Starlink, I absolutely loved playing. Well, Disney Infinity I didn't love either. I only loved like maybe 3 of them. And Ellies Enchanted Garden. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come back next week. Maybe next week? For now, well, there's going to be more videos in the week anyway. It's going to be top 5s and not top 5s, blocks and Heroic Mondays and all that stuff. Or Odyssey Half Hours. They still going? I don't know. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon for another awesome video. Y'all mean the world to me, and I hope you have an awesome April Fool's Day. But as always, I bid you farewell.